Hello, this is Murphy, my cat. I'm actually cat sitting at the moment. He's so cute. Hello friends. Yeah, so I'm currently house and cat sitting because my parents have gone on holiday to Tenerife. Check them out, right for some, eh? I don't live with my parents, I live with my friends in a little old house share with very overpriced rent, but that's the UK rental market for us old fools, eh? But yeah, so I've just, just me and the cat, probably going a bit mad already in solitary confinement with just my thoughts and feline friend who has now left me. So literally just me. But yeah, this whole video, not this video, but this whole week off that I've got, I suppose, to house and cat sit, got me thinking about self-care. So I thought I'd do a little video on self-care, and honestly I could talk about this subject for hours because I don't know, it's something that I've been learning about for years now and I'm still learning about. Self-care, where do I start? I think self-care is just, well, does what it says on the tin, caring for yourself. I think this is important, so important for everyone, and particularly important if you've maybe got a bit more of like a nurturing personality, or you work in a role or a job that's very demanding emotionally, or anything, if you've got any situation going on in life, if you're a parent or you're caring for someone, or you've got something difficult going on in your life, whatever, this can be applied to absolutely anyone in any situation, to be honest. And I think it's something that needs to be spoken about more and given more kind of focus, because I think we all, myself very much included, get so caught up in the daily routines of things and daily kind of like duties and obligations, responsibilities. And I personally don't even have that many responsibilities. I'm a single person, living with some friends, and I'm not a parent or anything like that. I don't really have, like, other than my job, which is a very emotionally demanding kind of job in terms of like emotional labour and safeguarding people, and it's something I'm passionate about, and a lot of my emotional energy does go into that. But yeah, aside from that, in my outside life, I haven't got loads and loads of things that I'm, emotionally responsible for. I haven't even got a relationship in my life at the moment, so I've got that to deal with. But yeah, I think just life can take it out of you sometimes, and sometimes you do just need to recharge and rejuvenate and just allow some space for you. Brings me on to my get up right now, this fabulous outfit. Would you like me to model it? Because it's hashtag OOTD, outfit of the day. So it's these pair of grey jogging bottoms that my mother gifted to me, a £5 hoodie I got in the H&M sale, and this dressing gown which I've had for years. I think I got it for Christmas 2014 or 2015 maybe. Hey Murphy. Hello. I've totally forgotten what I was saying. Basically, in terms of self-care, this is going to be a very, very rambling, waffling video again, and nothing, that I'm trying to do on here, nothing has this smooth kind of narrative. It's just like, this is happening and this is happening, but that's just how my brain works, so let's just all roll with it, eh? I was reading a WikiHow article on how to kind of make YouTube videos and how to make them appealing for people, because at the moment I'm having trouble with it. But on one of them it was like, oh, make sure you look good all the time, in your videos, make sure you put makeup on and you look stylish and alluring for your audience. And I was like, well, yeah, I see the point there. Like, I'm not going to apologise for my lack of makeup on my face and my hair and this strange sumo wrestler style right now. because I just don't believe in apologising for a non-makeup face these days. But I am fighting the urge to, well, you know, I've already brought it up and I've acknowledged that I'm looking not my best right now. But I just think, you know, I wanted to make a video. I was just having a day, it's just me in the house with my cat. And I had the idea for this video, and I happened to be looking like this, very fabulous indeed. And I thought, well, I could go and put a load of makeup on my face and do my hair to make a video, but that would be one, a little bit inauthentic, which I'm just, you know, it's not the life that I'm about. And two, just why? Like, why should that matter? I know it might be, you know, sorry if my face is offending anyone for the viewer, but I don't really care if I watch someone, you know, I kind of like it on YouTube when people are more authentic and real and just themselves. And I obviously appreciate all the like production, like the slick production that people do when they're looking really like fabulous and glowing and absolutely amazing, but that's just not me. That's not me. That's not me. As you can like, sometimes that's me. Sometimes I like to look good, sometimes I don't. So, and I feel like this comes into self-care, like just being true to yourself, honouring yourself in the moment, like what feels authentic to you, what you need at that time, and just accepting yourself and self-love. Okay, so this is like the things I have learned along the way, and I'm like I said, I'm still learning. Like, this is a daily journey for me, and I have to remind myself of these things all the time. Like, sometimes I'll wake up, or throughout the day I'll just have these moments of like awful kind of self-loathing, and you know, thinking in a really negative mindset and thinking about myself negatively, which like feeds in, like kind of like bleeds into other areas of life, and like dampens your whole mood. And yeah, and I'm still dealing with that daily. So like I've said, I never want to like come across in my videos as though like I know it all and everybody listen to me because I've figured it out, because I am by no means perfect and I haven't reached enlightenment yet. I'm trying to get there. It's just not happening. But I feel like I've got to the point where I'm able to, those situations happen a lot, and I'll go through a few days or weeks on end where things are pretty hunky-dory, and then I'll go through times a bit like what I'm having now where things are a bit more of an uphill struggle and I need to rest and recuperate a bit more and keep my mind a bit in balance. But I feel like I'm learning to manage that and recognise when that's happening and know kind of what to do to sort of ease it and help myself. And I think that's the thing, like I've been having some kind of random situations in life at the moment, which I won't go into because it's already personal and pretty boring, but yeah, they kind of drained my energy. And I guess I'm really, really lucky because I've had this week where my parents are going away and they said that I can look after the house and cat sit, so I've got this kind of space to myself for a week, which is amazing because I haven't had this kind of space to myself for a long time, and I'm quite an introverted person and need lots of time and space to myself. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm really, really thankful for that. But at the same time, I will reach my 4-day threshold of just me and the cat and actually start to go insane, so I'll have to venture outside and source some human company. But yeah, anyway, going back to kind of like where my self-care journey began is when I was really dealing with depression, and it was really hard, dark times. I've spoke about this in previous videos. And then I got to a point where I was like, I need to do something about this. I need to start really trying to help myself. And I sort of went on this healing journey, and I can't remember quite how it, you know, the order of it all now, but I remember stumbling across this book, which I will link in the description now. The author was either, she's either called Kirsten Neff or Kristen Neff. She's a really interesting lady, and she's, she just wrote this book, and it's called, yeah, Self-Compassion. And it really, really changed my mindset on reading it. So I would really recommend it to you if you feel like you're someone who's struggling with kind of self-acceptance and self-love. I know it sounds all massively cheesy, but just feeling at ease and just feeling a level of like contentment and fulfillment and happiness. Like we all deserve that, you know, we just deserve to feel peaceful and, you know, just a level of contentment and chilledness in yourself when you're battling with like internal struggles all the time and anxiety and depression and whatever else is going on for you. It makes life feel like a really bleak, scary place, and it doesn't have to be that way. So yeah, this book, like I said, I'll link it in the description. Now, for some people, this, when I was reading it and absorbed it and thought and sort of reflected on it afterwards, I thought, this has massively shifted my mindset and been like this kind of like mind blown revelation for me. And for some people, I feel like it would just be like, yeah, and what, everybody knows that. But for me, it was just this, yeah, it really helped me to kind of solidify being able to just put myself and my feelings and, yeah, just, you know, actually honour myself and put myself first sometimes. And the basic premise of it is just self-compassion and treating yourself when you're in those difficult moments and you're kind of having those internal struggles going on and you're feeling unworthy or inadequate, or, you know, whatever, you are not living up to your own standards. And I think this is definitely something, if you've got perfectionist traits like I have, you know, that can really make life difficult sometimes. But yeah, just treat yourself like you would maybe like a small child or your, like one of your friends. Like if you're a person who's like kind of like kind-natured and nurturing and caring, I feel like sometimes if you have those kind of personality traits, it's sometimes a bit of a double-edged sword, because you can give all the compassion and empathy and kindness to others, and then when it comes to yourself, you don't know how to do it. And I've noticed that with myself and a lot of other people who have kind of like similar personalities to me. It's like sometimes the people who are always there and being the caring ones and looking after other people have significant issues with depression and self-loathing and like self-worth and self-esteem issues. And I don't know if that's just like my kind of anecdotal experience in life or whether that's an actual thing. And I think it might be an actual thing. But yeah, it's sad because it's just, it can make things really, really difficult. And I feel like in my last video I mentioned obviously to be like your best self you need to have your mental health in the best place, and I rewatched it and thought, oh, I didn't mean that in the way it came out, and it could sound offensive to some people, like if you're struggling with a mental health problem, that you're not your best self or whatever, which is totally not what I mean. I just mean like everyone in life deserves to, I've been through it and I'm still dealing with it, and I feel like in order to get the most out of life for yourself, you obviously like deserve to be in a place where your mental health is like balanced. Like that's how I meant for it to come across, so I just wanted to correct that. But yeah, I just think that that whole kind of notion really, really changed things and like set me on quite a healing path. And yeah, I just wanted to share that. Like if you're having a bad time and you're thinking all these thoughts, just think to yourself, right, take a step back. These are all thoughts coming in right now. They're essentially like meaningless unless I apply meaning to them and really like go on board with them and really go down that thought path. Just see them for what they are. Like this is a symptom of, you know, fear, depression, anxiety, worry. You know, you might just be feeling a bit low and need some rest. And just think, if this is my mate saying this to me and feeling this way, like what would you say to him? What would you say to a little kid? And like treat yourself that way. Like you deserve that. You deserve love and kindness, like all the love and kindness and empathy and compassion and non-judgment and tolerance you put out to other people. You also deserve that. You're worthy of that, and taking that and giving that to yourself isn't a selfish thing. It doesn't mean that you're being like needy and you know, like greedy and in need. I don't know, it's really hard. Like I really had those feelings all the time. Like if I give myself that love and kindness, then I'm being like needy, or I'm being, you know, self-indulgent, I suppose, which is so ridiculous. Like if your kind of love and compassion doesn't include yourself, then it should. And I'm really I'm really trying to get there, because the better you feel about yourself, like, you're in a better place to then kind of enjoy life fully and connect and help with others. And it's not saying that, you know, or if you have any issues with depression, anxiety, that you can't be like this kind, lovely person for other people, like, not at all. And I really get kind of irked when I see those bloody like inspirational quotes and stuff, which is like, if you don't love yourself, how can you love anyone else? And it's like, yeah, like, I know that, I get the notion, but like, I've definitely been in relationships and friendships before where I'm really struggling with self-love myself, but I still know how to love and care for others in a good way. Like, yeah, that relationship might not have lasted because of my own issues with myself, which it made my own self issues worse, and I kind of took it all onto myself and took that in, and then I suppose in that way that eventually caused issues for the other person, because I wasn't in a place to be in a relationship. But it was never a purposeful thing or anything of like trying to hurt someone else. So I think, you know, you can, if you're having troubles with yourself, you can love and be kind to other people, but for yourself, like, get to a point where you can love yourself too, because life's going to be a lot more enjoyable for you. And like I said, this is something I'm still working on daily, so don't think that I just know it all, like, not at all. But hopefully we can help and guide each other. And I'm going to do a lot more videos on self-love and compassion and self-care, because it's something I'm really, really passionate about. But I'm trying to keep this video to, you know, not a ridiculous length, and it's already 18 minutes long. But yeah, if you need to take some time out for yourself, I know I'm obviously lucky because I've had, you know, my parents have gone away, and I'm lucky to have parents who are supportive of me and said that I can use their house. But I know that might not be, you know, a possibility for everyone to kind of have some space to yourself. But try and create moments in the day where you just do something you enjoy, like take 5 minutes for yourself, like you do like a little meditation, like a little guided meditation, and just get in, you know, create some space for yourself. Whatever you enjoy, cooking, dancing, calling a friend, doing anything like creative stuff is amazing. So it sort of like serves a double purpose of you having something to focus on and create something you're proud of, and it's also like a kind of meditation in itself, which is really good for mental health. And just whatever's good, what exercise. I'm not really like a physical person, but I like yoga and a bit of light walking. But whatever it is for you, like whatever's authentic to you and makes you feel good, that's what self-care is, and everybody's got different ways of doing that. I mean, now and again I have a cheeky wine, and I think it's actually quite enjoyable to have a little cheeky wine of a Friday evening. But I mean, substance misuse and alcohol misuse, don't advocate. And if you're having issues with that, then don't beat yourself up. It's a natural human urge to kind of have pacifiers in this somewhat crazy life that comes upon us sometimes. I'm getting very philosophical now, spending too much time alone again, I think. But yeah, do seek support for that if you feel like it's getting out of control. But, you know, I don't know where I'm going off of this tangent again. But yeah, in terms of self-care, it's just whatever feels good for you. Like, I know my life as a single person, I'm busy, and you know, my job's very demanding and I have things going on, but I know if you have like whatever other responsibilities and things, it can be really hard to create that time and space. But it's so easy to get caught up in, like I was saying, in life, and obviously like being glued to our phones and other people needing us and blah 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 blah. But you need and you deserve to have some time and space to yourself to do the things you enjoy. And if you need a few days to yourself, like totally away from everyone and everything, and you can get that space, then take it. And don't feel guilty about it. There's no need, because you're going to recharge in that time, and you know, you're going to take in and sort of get all the kind of healing and things that you need. And then you're going to go back out in the world and be this like fully charged up person. And I think, yeah, definitely if you've got that sort of like nurturing, introverted personality type like I do, life can feel like a real struggle sometimes. And when I start getting to the point which I've been at lately, where I feel like I'm running on empty almost, and running out of steam, and you can feel like irritable and that people are just taken from you, and it's not that, it's just your friends like wanting to connect with you and maybe, you know, wanting to share things and their lives and any issues they're having, which usually it's totally okay and you love giving that advice and being that supportive kind of rock for people. But sometimes you need to be your own rock, or you need to kind of you know, you need to soak up energy for yourself in other ways so that you can give back to people. Like it's okay to do that. That's what I'm just saying. And it's taken me like 26 years to figure this one out, but it's okay to take some time out for yourself and recharge and just bloody do what you want to do for a while, and then go back out in the world and help everyone and be everyone's rock again and be everyone's sounding board and agony aunt. Like, it's going to be okay, hun. And Moo, I want you to meet my Mr. Moo. Hello. Oh, he's so cute. Hello. This is Murphy, my little friend. I'm cat sitting for a week. Hello. Hello, my name's Murphy. Okay, I'll sign off here with my fabulous face, and I hope you're all okay and have a really good week.